Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into today's NBL Division I action. We are underway in the first quarter, just a minute and a half gone, with the home team Loughborough Riders leading this visiting team Solent Kestrels by a score of 4-0, as Solent gets on the board for their first two of the game. That is Cole Gentry on that bucket. Cole comes into this game as the Kestrels' leading scorer, scoring about 19 a game. Both teams come into this one with a fairly balanced attack on offense. Both teams move the ball pretty well and have a lot of players that can put it in the hoop, as Gentry comes up with another bucket and ties the score up 4-4. Let's see how the Riders respond to the 4-0 run by the Kestrels. This game would be a huge victory for the Riders. They are heavy underdogs in this one, but coming off of a nice victory last week at home, back-to-back home games, they surely are coming into this one with energy, thinking they could get this one done. So if you are tuning in today, thank you very much. It's going to be a great one, and we look forward for 4 quarters of good basketball. Three-pointers up, no good. Justin Headley on the rebound for the Riders. Pushing it up the floor to Victor Ndoku. He takes a dribble to his left, strong move. Ball poked out, gathers it back, kicks it out to the shooter in the corner. That is Joe Belak. Expect him to put up a couple more threes this game. Very proficient from the three-point line. Little post-work action from Travis Charles right here. Turns over his right shoulder. Tough look. Doesn't get that one to go, and Evan Walsh with the ball, pushing it on the break. He drunk strong to his right, knocks the defender down. Elliot Dadds, the captain of the Kestrels, absorbing a lot of contact there. However, no foul called. Walsh with a strong finish. That's Travis Charles on the roll right there. We now have the score of 8-6. So both teams getting up and down the floor, playing fast, playing aggressive. It is what we like to see. Headley with a caustic turnover right there, and now Gentry going the other way with it, lays it up, and good. So the first timeout of the game will be taken. 6 minutes, 18 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Score 8-8. We will see you guys shortly. We are ready to begin action shortly. Once again, score 8-8. Very good matchup here between the Riders and the Kestrels. Both teams playing aggressive from the start, which is what we like to see. Gentry for the Kestrels accounting for 6 of the 8 points already. We mentioned earlier in the broadcast that he's averaging nearly 19 a game, 18.9. So, we'll do him the favor and round up. So 19 a game from him, plays over 30 minutes. So expect a heavy usage out of him. It's going to be interesting to see how the Riders kind of limit him throughout the day. Easier said than done, though, as he goes for another layup, gets it to go. 8 points already for him. So the Riders, no answer for Gentry. 4 minutes into this one. Headley once again trapped, hit hard, but we have a jump ball. It's going to be Kestrels' ball, so back-to-back turnovers for the Riders. That's one thing they're definitely going to have to do today, is limit the turnovers. Against a team like the Kestrels, you just can't afford to give up the ball. Got to make the most out of every possession. 3-pointers up. No good. Riders limiting the Kestrels the one shot and are out and are going the other way with it. Harrison Gamble swings it over to Ndoku, who's going to put up a three. Big hit right there. Vic puts the Riders back up by 1. You know, I've said a couple different things that the Riders are going to have to do well today, but that's just kind of the nature of the beast when you play a team like the Kestrels. Got to be firing on all cylinders or they will make you pay, as Elliot Dodds gets that 2 to go. So 12-11 the score now, halfway through the first. Headley coming off a couple ball screens from Ndoku. Picks up his dribble, now just 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Walsh driving to his right, realizes the time, pulls it from 3, nearly gets that one to go, but Ndoku with a clutch offensive board. Now Gamble drives left, off of Max Richardson's hands right there. So Riders are going to have 9 seconds left on the clock. Baseline inbounds play coming up. Headley to inbound as Greg Wild checks in for the first time today for the Riders. Evan Walsh very smartly draws a foul. Evan comes into this game averaging 19.3 a game, the most for the Riders. Harrison Gamble right behind him with 15.5. And then Joe Bielik and Justin Headley both averaging 11.4. So somewhat of a balanced attack, but definitely a lot of usage from Walsh. Harrison Gamble backing down in the post, turns to his left, gets trapped, swings it out. Wild kicks it to Headley, pump fake, he drives. Seems like he got his jump shot altered, but no contact, the refs say. 3-pointers up, Elliot Dodds, no good. Another good defensive rebound for the Riders. Wild with it. Gets it across half to Ndoku, driving to his right. Slows the action up. Riders 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Let's see what they get into. Wild drives right, a lot of contact, no call. Orlin Jackman now pushing it up for the Kestrels, who elect to slow it up as well. Dodds on the cut, easy shot, no good. Orlin Jackman misses the putback, and sorry, actually, Kamel Archer missing that putback. So the Kestrels with the second chance opportunity right there, but not able to make the Riders pay. Still a 1-point game, 11-12. Ndoku baseline jumper, get it to go. Good start here for Ndoku. They're going to need everything he has today if they want to come out of here with this one. Double screens at the top, set for Gentry. Orlin Jackman to let it fly. Smooth looking jumper right there, uncontested. Riders now down 13-15. A little too aggressive right there for Jackman. He is called for a foul. And that's going to bring in more substitutions. Kanu Gudza and David Apuda checking in. They're going to replace Headley and Gamble. So 7 straight minutes of action for those two. Played hard and rewarded with a break. A little confusion on the inbounds pass right there. Gudza now controlling the rock. Gets a screen from Apuda. Uses his screen once again. Kicks it out. Ndoku, can he knock it down again? Boom. Bottom of the net for Ndoku. Jumper looking very confident at the start of this one. Gudza now defending in the post. A little bit of a size matchup. Solid defensive possession here from the Riders. Not letting anything easy. What a nice dump off. Andre Aerosol finding Archer right there. Drove to his left. Saw him at the corner of his eye. Drew defenders and dropped it down low. Beautiful pass right there. And Archer's going to shoot 2. First free throw, nothing but net from Archer. Scores 16-16, and if you're the Riders, this is I would say a good start. You know, the Kestrels, you know exactly who they are and what they've done as a team. But you definitely don't come into this one fearing them. But You definitely want to be in the spot where after the first quarter, you have a chance to have a really strong second quarter, and then once you're in halftime, it's anybody's game. The first 20 minutes for the Riders are huge. Wondering just how much Walsh will be used today for the Riders. Averaging 30 minutes a game. You might see him play 35 today. Would not blame Coach Will Maynard for that decision, as Gentry misses a floater, commits a foul. Doku grabbing the board. So not only is he knocking down jumpers, but helping out the Riders defensively as well. Vic, just 18 years of age, has one of the more impressive young skill sets in the NBL. Definitely a Division I talent in the United States, I'm sure. Going to be interesting to follow his career path. They say height is something you cannot teach, and Vic definitely has that. Riders with just 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Good's in a little bit of trouble, going to have to force one up. And Doku just gets it off. Ooh, nearly banks that one in. That would have been a huge bucket for the Riders. Minute 40 left. Big stretch here for the Riders. Elliot Dodds coming back in, team captain of the Kestrels. Doku now guarding up top. Kind of a careless feed into the post right there from the Kestrels, and the Riders are going the other way. And Doku, ooh, travel called. He seemed to have got hit on the way to the bucket right there. But as I say every time I hop on the broadcast, I am not the one with the whistle. Just kind of a bird's eye view up here in the Loughborough announcer's booth. Gamble ready to check back into the game for the Riders. He's another player who I would not be surprised to see a spike in minutes. The, I don't want to say oldest player on the team, has a negative connotation to it, but Gamble, 29 years of age, definitely one of the leaders on this team and the team captain for the Riders, averaging 31 minutes a game. So he is used to a heavy workload. Gentry does a great job at getting downhill, finding Jackman. Nice feed. So Riders find themselves down 3. Minute 10 to go here in the first quarter. Walsh uses a screen from Apuda, tries to get downhill, stops. Doesn't get that jumper to go. Good move though. Picks up full court and causes a steal. Wild left-handed layup. Beautiful sequence right there from Walsh. Cuts the lead down to 1. And Wild having a conversation with the ref now. Delay of game warning. Ref's not playing around today. Pretty firm about that one, but what a sequence there from Walsh. 3-point swing, actually 4-point swing, goes from missing a layup to getting the layup. Wild puts his body on the line to take a charge, however refs don't see it. Apuda strong contest at the rim, but what a finish. Through contact right there. Riders now down 3 once again. 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Wild step back 3. Bang! Bottom of the net. What a response by Wild. Doesn't get the charge called. Says, you know what? I'm good. I got this myself. Ties the game up with just 10 seconds left in the first. Now 7. Gentry getting a ball screen. Apuda now guarding up top. Swing to Elliot Dodds for 3. That one is short. And after 1, Riders find themselves tied at 21-21. Excited for the second quarter. Stay tuned. tuned. We will be back shortly. Let's go. Let's go. Talk to me, Greg. Okay, so we are back. Thank you to everyone who watched the entirety of the first quarter. If you're just starting to watch with us now for the second, we are tied 21-21. Both teams playing well after the first. We've seen some good offensive possessions, and Riders, what a bad start to the second quarter. Can't inbound the ball. Kestrels turn it into free throws the other way. That is not what you want to see if you are Coach Maynard. First free throw is good. Andre Aerosol at the line. Second free throw good as well. So 2 points given away here by the Riders. Looking like Solent's going to pick up with a zone press to start the second. Riders no trouble breaking it. Goodson now setting up the offense for the Riders. Gives it up to Wild, who uses a screen from Gamble. Pivots, drives to the lane. Beautiful move. Wow. Being around Wild every day, I've seen him work on those moves in practice and in training, so it's always good to see it paying off. He's an incredibly crafty guard, sneaky athleticism, and showing his talent today as Orlin Jackman gets that one to go. Stops the Riders' momentum with a three. You got to think, if those are the shots that are going in for Solent, you kind of live with those if you're the Riders. Early in the shot clock, pulling contested threes. Sometimes you just got to tip your cap. Joe Bielik, Chester Morale, ready to check in. They're going to replace Goodson and Walsh. Two shooters on the floor right now. Riders have more than two shooters on the floor, but Bielik and Morale, two shooters checking into the game, both very, very capable of knocking down open shots. Referee not allowing Morale to wear his undershirt. I've seen that happen a couple times, but to not see the issue with Morale's shirt now. But hey, he's in the game and we'll move past it. Wild struggles to get the ball in, but gets it to Headley. He pops to the corner for a three. Boom, knocks it down. Greg Wild is here and ready to go today. 26-26. Aerosol gets downhill. Great defensive work right there from Gamble. Morale now with it. Gives it back to Headley. Stop, pop, elbow jumper. That one just a little bit strong. Fight for the rebound. Goes to the Kestrels, and Aerosol going the other way with it. Gamble fighting down low. Causes a miss. Offensive putback is good. Travis Charles doing a lot of work down there. 26-28. Competitive atmosphere so far here at Loughborough University. Wild step back three. That one a little long. Now Wild guarding the post. Riders going to have to send a double team. That they do. Belak was there to step help, but foul committed. It's definitely not who the Riders wanted to be matched up with. Travis Charles right there, but that happens when you have a team like the Kestrels pushing the pace. Big man realized he had the advantage, stealed him off, and now he's going to go to the line and shoot two. First free throw for Charles is nothing but net. Two for two for Charles. So with the first defensive possession of the second quarter, we saw the Kestrels go into a zone trapping press, but they've gone away from it as Gamble launches a three. Big hit right there. If Gamble can get going in this one, the Riders have a huge chance at pulling off this upset. Aerosol tries to answer with a three of his own and does. Just a tiny bit of space he got right there and got that one to go. Headley going downhill. Charge is called. For opposing teams, I'm sure they know the scouting report on Headley is he likes to drive and get downhill, so the Kestrels are ready to put their body on the line right there. Luke Basumbru taking that one. Cole Gentry back in the game for the Kestrels. Been quiet since his 8-point run in the first. I'm sure that will likely change. Gamble once again, solid defense in the post. Not the one with the whistle, but nearly positive that one was off Charles, but Kestrels get one right there as Wild takes a break. 6 people on the court now for the run. Okay, they figured out cool. Wild and Morale taking a break. Charles with a beautiful up fake. Gets Gamble on his feet, and Ndoku is called for the foul. So Kestrels now up 6, chance to go up 7 with the and 1 opportunity. Now up 7, 3 minutes into this first quarter. Riders gonna need a couple buckets and a couple stops. Definitely don't want the Kestrels to get too much momentum here. As I mentioned in the first, we're getting into halftime. Either only down a couple tied or up, just whatever the score is, you don't want the Kestrels going with a 15-point lead. Something around that area is tough to come back with such a good team, but we have ourselves a 7-point lead for the Kestrels right now. Big 7 minutes coming up for the Riders. Headley coming off of 2 ball screens. Looks to find Belak. He's not open. And Ndoku gets a feed in the post and is fouled by Charles.
One more foul committed by the Riders and the Kestrels are in the bonus. 2 more fouls committed by the Kestrels and the Riders are in the bonus. So look for a lot of free throws this quarter. Aerosol taking a break for the Kestrels. Riders having a tough time inbounding the ball today. I'm sure they're going to clean that up shortly, but can't afford too many mistakes like that. Headley comes off a give and go with Ndoku. Evan Walsh, one extra to Gamble. Can he knock it down? Boom. Big offensive possession right there. Smart of Walsh to make the extra pass and find the shooter. Now the question is, can the Riders get stops? Charles turnaround jumper short. Headley on the board. Going the other way. Gives it off to Ndoku. Gamble asking for a touch in the post. Belak driving left. Gets stopped. Now Walsh creates another turnover after a turnover committed by the Riders. Second time today. Well, first one was on a missed layup, but second time today he has done something like that. Those possessions are huge. Gamble now with another touch at the three-point line. Pump fake, drives to the left. Right-handed shot, no good. Ndoku on the board. Wide open jumper, rolls around, no good. Rebounded by the Kestrels. Gentry now going the other way with it. Puts a couple moves on Ndoku. Ndoku goes nowhere. Gentry now driving to the left. Behind the back pass. Tries to get a little too fancy right there. And throws it out of bounds. So Kestrels doing the Riders favors here in the last 2 possessions. 32-36, 5 minutes, 52 seconds left. Wow, dancing with the ball at the top of the key. Steps back. Ooh, what a good move. He had Gentry on skates right there. Just can't get the 3 to fall. Foul committed by Ndoku, and the Kestrels are in the bonus from here on out. Riders gonna have to be careful defensively. 5.5 minutes left in the quarter. They can give up a lot of free points to the Kestrels right now if they're not careful. And as Ndoku commits that foul, Gamble checks back in, replaces him. Charles money at the free throw line so far in this one. Knocks down his first of 2. Second one good as well. So Kestrels' lead has steady been around 6 so far this quarter. Kestrels come into this one only shooting 64% from the free throw line. But they've made their free throws count today. Some more stats we got on the Kestrels. Averaging 22 assists per game compared to the Riders' 19. And averaging 95 points a game to the Riders' 78. So you can clearly see the offensive firepower the Kestrels have, already at nearly 40 points with 5.5 minutes to go before half. No mathematician, but they're on pace for over 100 here today. Riders inbounded to Goodza. He comes off a double screen. They look to get Gamble touching the post, but can't get it to him. Wild now drives right. Steps back. Gamble gonna launch a 3. Short, and Gentry with the board. wide open for three. No good. Riders saved by that miss. Brendan Okaronko on that miss. Walsh now driving. Off the glass with the right. A lot of contact. Doesn't get the call. Belak picking up the ball in transition. Jumper is up and knocked down. Chris Scarlett right there. And the Kestrels go into this timeout with a 9-point lead. Quick break in the action, and we will return. Stay tuned. So coming up, we got a big test here for the Riders. How do they respond down 9? Kestrels seem to have the momentum right now. Gamble, pump fakes, drives, creates contact, layup no good. Fight for the board goes to the Kestrels. So definitely looked the Riders wanted, but Gamble unable to get it to go. Even though down 9, they still have to remember, defend smartly. Because anytime they commit a foul, Kestrels are going to get free throws out of it. Charles down low. Contact but no foul called. Walsh now going the other way. Gets cut off by Charles. Now drives to the right, gets past Charles, and righty layup is good. Walsh needs to stay aggressive. The Riders need him. You could tell he had one thing in mind, that possession, that was getting to the hoop. Good pick and roll defense by Goodza. 3-pointers up, no good. Wild with the rebound. Walsh now collects it by half. Finishes at the rim once again, and that time gets a foul called. So 2 free throws coming up for Evan. That is going to continue to be something that I would like to see out of Evan for the remainder of this game. Definitely has a size advantage on some of the defenders that are matching up with him in this one, so if he puts his head down and gets downhill, he can create a lot of problems for the Kestrels. We are just at a brief timeout break right now. Once again, thank you everybody for tuning in today. Doesn't matter if you're here for the Riders, the Kestrels, or just a fan of basketball. As long as you are tuned in, we are happy to have you. It's a good way to spend your Saturday evening. Only 4:35. So definitely a lot of the night to go, and if you're a Riders fan, hopefully you spend the night thinking about a well-earned Riders victory. But they are going to have to stay locked in for not only the remainder of the 3:40 left in the first half, but for the second half as well. But as we mentioned, these 3 minutes 40 are going to be very indicative of how the rest of this game goes. Walsh Gets a layup to go to the possession before, and now is back at the free throw line. First one's up. That one a little strong, no good. Second one for Walsh. That one's good. The Riders down 6. Picking up full court. Looks like zone pressure. And now are matching up. Actually, 1-3-1 look here for the Riders. Spitting off his back shoulder. Nice move by Jackman. Just can't get it to go. Gamble with the board. Riders now running. Walsh looking to get downhill again. Passes it to Goods in the corner. His 3, no good. So a good stop by the Riders, but just unable to put points on the board. 3-pointers up. Offensive rebound by the Kestrels. And Scarlet's putback attempt is good. You can tell the bench loves it when he puts the ball in the hoop. We mentioned the first quarter the Riders are going to have to be strong on the defensive boards, and that time unable to get that one. Kestrels with a second chance opportunity and convert. So 44-35. 3 minutes left. Kestrels 1 foul away from putting the Riders in the bonus. Walsh looking to get a touch. Goods at dancing with it. He shoots a 3. That one too strong. Be like now guarding Gentry. Crosses over left to right, now right to left. Stops. Passes it, gets it back, and swings it right away. Wild once again with a size mismatch in the post. Just 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Jumper going up. That one long. And a foul on Walsh. Trying to box out. Chester Morrill going to check in for him. Walsh in some foul trouble. And 2 free throws coming up for the Kestrels, so unfortunate right there for the Riders. Orland Jackman knocks that one down. Kestrels now up 11, 2 minutes, 23 seconds. Let's see what the Riders do. Stops and buckets is the name of the game right now. Wild gets Gentry on skates again. Step back 3, no good. And a foul committed this time by the Kestrels. Gamble fighting hard for the rebound. He's going to get 2 free throws now, so Kestrels getting a taste of their own medicine. Gamble gonna need to knock both down. Gets the first one to go. Second one good as well. 37-46, 2 minutes, 11 seconds left. Both teams in the bonus. He nearly turned over. Bielek defending in the post. Strong move. She'll going to the free throw line again. And one opportunity coming up. Kamel Archer. Riders just have a size disadvantage on a lot of their matchups today. Archer realizes that with Bielek defending in the post and takes advantage. game, and they do at 12, 49, 37. Some good responses here. And a turnover, maybe a turnover created by the Kestrels. But we're going to see off of the Kestrels right there. It looked like the referee just guessing at that one. Don't blame him. No replay available in the NBL yet. Maybe one day as the league grows, but certainly not right now. As good as it gets downhill. It's also called for a technical. After disagreeing with that one, so Gentry getting a bonus free throw right now. Nothing but net on that one. Down 13, a minute and a half to go. Wide open. Guess we can label that one as a dunk. Riders now down 15 from what was a very close game a couple moments ago. Not how you want to end the half at all if you're the Riders, but still a chance to cut this one to around 10. That wild drive to the right. Gets downhill. Can't finish. Gentry getting downhill as well. Dumps it off. Another and one opportunity coming up for Jackman. Kestrels have blown this one open in the second quarter. Doku Headley and Walsh checking back in. What a way to end the first half if you're the Kestrels, exactly what you wanted. Getting stops, getting up and down the floor, finding the mismatches in the post, and making the Riders pay. So, mentioned, Kestrels are well on their way to eclipsing their season average in points. 55 now. Still takes the on the clock, 44. Having gamble, big low action, gamble box. Tries to get down the low, turns around, jumper, no good. Fight for the rebound. Mistake the Riders. Good second chance opportunity generated right there by Wild. Just 14 seconds left on the shot clock. And Doku with a touch. Tries to get downhill, is cut off. Walsh now with it, pump fakes. He's cut off. Let's see what they do. Doku's gonna let the free fly. Kestrels grab the board and with just 12 seconds left, they're going to have the final possession in this half. Now just following the clock, Gentry, deep three. Ooh, that would have got the Kestrels off their feet, but Gentry's last shot of the half, no good. So going into halftime, Riders down 18, 37 to 55. About a 15-minute break. We'll be ready for the second half. Stay tuned.
We apologize for a brief audio issues, but we are back. 1 minute has gone by so far in the second half as Ndoku gets the first points of the second half to go. Score now 39-55. If you watched the first half, you saw the Kestrels with an impressive 5-minute stretch at the end of the second quarter. It was pretty tightly contested the whole way, but now the Riders find themselves with an 18-point deficit. Going to be interesting to see if they can climb their way out of this one. Gamble gives it up to Ndoku. One extra to Bielek. Riders need this one to fall, and it does. 42-57, 15-point lead for the Kestrels. This one's still definitely within striking range for the Riders. Just need a strong second half effort. Gamble now defending in the post. What a contested hook shot. Charles getting that one to go. Tough finish right there. Bielek, one extra. Headley now coming off the screen by Gamble. Ndoku with it. Looks to attack. Walsh takes a look at the shot clock. Realizes he has to go. One more to Bielek. Three-pointer up. That one's strong. Dodd somehow comes up with that board. And Gentry gets that layup to go. The Kestrels are just so crafty at turning stops into points. They can get out on the break. They know where to find their guys. As the Riders find their guy, Walsh, wide open for three. 45-61 now the score. Ndoku with some solid defense there. Refs wave off the bucket. No continuation. This is not the NBA, so no bucket there. One 3-1 look, it looks like, for the Riders maybe here. 14 seconds left on the shot clock now because of the kick violation. Kestrels swinging the ball around. Walsh defending in the post. Dodd, three-pointer. The Kestrels just move the ball so well, and anytime Loughborough gets a little momentum, Kestrels just find a way to put the ball in the hoop. Walsh, step back three. That one no good. Gamble with the offensive board. Bielek, you can pretty much count this one. Yup. 2 threes already in the second half for Bielek. The Riders need all of them. Aerosol, tough shot. However, Dodds gets the offensive board. Aerosol now with a pump fake. Kestrels swinging it around. Dodds, fake handoff, gets to the rack. No good. Ndoku gets the board and is going the other way with it. Euro step. Beautiful. Oh, can't get it to go. I would have cut it to 14. Aerosol left open. 2 straight misses for the Kestrels. That does not happen very often. Let's see if the Riders could cut down the deficit. Walsh looking for a post-up opportunity. Can't get it though. Just 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Bielek has it near half. And a backcourt violation committed. Fast-paced third quarter here. Already 4.5 minutes down. It is fun to watch the Kestrels when they get into a flow. They can start firing on all cylinders. They know exactly what they want to do each offensive possession. As Dodds launches a three, bottom of the net. You saw right there, Gentry drives on the left. They make a couple extra passes and find Dodds wide open. Ndoku passes up a three of his own. Now Walsh drives to the hoop. And is fouled. I wonder, shooting foul? Yes, it is. Wild checking in now. Replaces Headley. Interesting point here. The Riders are well on their way to eclipsing their season average of 78 points a game, but it is the defensive side of the ball where they need to really get it together. Nearly 70 points let up with still a quarter remaining here in the third. Hard to beat any team, let alone the Kestrels, if you're going to let up that many points. So down 17 now. Riders going to have to find a way to get stops together. Nearly a travel call. Not sure how they got away with that one, but nonetheless, 9 seconds left. Gamble fighting for an offensive board. Riders can't grab it. What a hustle play right there. Jackman has been all over the place. Him and Charles giving the Riders problems down low today. Wild turns it over. Kestrels out on the break. Interesting sequence right there. The outlet pass was too long for Aerosol. He luckily saves it to his teammate Okoronkwo, who is met at the rim by Wild. Seemed like a clean block, but as I mentioned in the first half, not the one with the whistle. But the one with the whistle saw some contact, so free throws coming up. Now a 20-point lead for the Kestrels. The way they've been shooting free throws here today, you would think that the lead will be 21 after this one. No, wow. So that's the first announcer's jinx of the day. Had a couple of them last week. Good to see that I still got the magic touch. Riders went into the half down 18, now find themselves down 20. And Ndoku can't get that floater to go. And luckily dribbled out of bounds for the Riders. So they're going to maintain possession. Archer on the turnover right there. Uncharacteristic mistake from Solent. Gamble, Riders need this one more than ever. Too strong. And hits the rope dangling from the hoop. So out of bounds is called. Max Richardson checking in. Elliot Dodds coming back in as well. He has been automatic from three here today. Riders going to have to chase him off the line. Smart by the Riders to pick up full court, though. Want to up the intensity a little bit. Gentry just way too fast. As soon as he gets downhill, he creates problems. Scores 72-50. Little less than 3.5 to go in the third quarter. Walsh coming around screens, pump fakes, now pulls it. That one rattles around and goes. So Walsh not giving up just yet. 53-72. Nothing called right there. Looks like we're going to need someone to wipe up the floor here. Substitution here, Kanu Gudza coming in. Riders moving the ball a little bit in this possession. They try to feed Ndoku in the post. Unable to get him a touch, and the Kestrels going the other way. Gentry lets a three fly and hits the bottom of the net. Now a score of 77-53. Kestrels with their largest lead of the game at 24. Ever since halfway through the second quarter, the Kestrels have just been clicking with everything they've been doing. So after a brief timeout, I'm sure the Riders are fully aware that if they want to have a chance to come back and steal this one away from the Kestrels, they're going to have to get it going soon. Wild with a couple crossovers and gets it across half. Pass nearly stolen by Gentry, but Riders still have it. Ndoku turns it over. Dodd's now with it. Gentry now being picked up by Goodzup right away at half. Expect to see the Riders in high pressure throughout the rest of this one. Down 24, they're going to need to speed it up. And Ndoku with 4 fouls, so he's going to take a seat. Dodge with the tries to sneak a clever inbounds pass right there, but that one's deflected. Richardson with his first shot attempt of the game. That one's no good. Walsh grabs the board and is going the other way. Goodzup from 3. Boom. Bottom of the net. The Riders needed that one. Down 21, but if they're able to cut it to around 15, crazier things have happened in fourth quarter comebacks, so no need to hit the panic button yet. Still a minute and a half to go. I'm sure the Kestrels will be looking to take some time off the clock. I'm sure a team like the Kestrels is very capable of taking time off the clock while also staying in their rhythm. You know, not being too patient, getting the looks that they want. Richardson, deep 3, bottom of the net. That was one of those threes where even if you're not paying attention, you can hear the make. Smooth looking game he has. He can get to the hoop, and he could also make threes as Apuda can't get that layup to go. Kestrels now running. And they make the Riders pay. 27-point lead now, 83-56. Goodza finds Wild open in the corner, lets a three fly. Side of the backboard and out of bounds. So Gamble not agreeing with the referee's decisions throughout this quarter and voices his frustrations. Kestrels, can they go up by 30? Nope, that one off. Goodza with the board, 83-56. Attack strong, lefty layup, just rolls out. He's going to get 2 free throws out of it. Goodza knocks down his first free throw of 2. I think the key to this game for the Kestrels was that 5-minute run they had to end the second quarter. You know, after the first quarter started, I mentioned how important the score before halftime would be, and you know, Ryder's team went down when in the half down 18, and you know, at that point, you still have 20 minutes left to get back in the game, but the Kestrels just kept the pressure on and now find themselves up 25. I believe we're going to have bonus free throws here. Yes, we are. Just 6.5 left here. As Aerosol's first free throw is good. Second free throw good as well. Goodza running up the floor, has 3 seconds left. Elbow jumper, that one's short. So going into the fourth quarter, we have a score of 85-58. We will be back in a minute. Ten minutes left in this one. Riders with the first possession of the fourth quarter. Wild uses a screen set by Apuda. Step back jumper. Rattles home. Zone look here from the Riders. Dawes passes up a 3, feeds it down low. Aerosol for 3. That one's short. Okuda struggles to get the board and jump ball, and it's going to go to the Kestrels. Richardson now in the post being guarded by Walsh, and a traveling violation called. Way too many steps right there. And Goodson now the one to start the offense for the Riders. He gives it up to Wild, attacks the rim. A foul called before he touches the paint. Wild 5 for 10 here today. Now Walsh comes off a screen set by Apuda. Has a mismatch, so wants to attack. However, his double team. Kicks it to Apuda down low. His jumper strong. No quit here in the Riders, which is good. Still playing hard. As Aerosol shoots another 3. And multiple technical fouls given out after a little skirmish right there. Let's see what actually happened. So we have double technical fouls on Evan Walsh and Travis Charles. Not sure what else came out of that altercation. I think the ref's still trying to figure that one out as well. You never like to see it get too chippy towards the end of big leads like this, but it's good that the Riders aren't just rolling over. You know, it seemed like there was contact going for that rebound, and Walsh obviously not happy with it. Still figuring out right now are the officials. Just want to make sure they get this one correct. I believe there is a technical foul given out to Coach Maynard as well, so looks like we're going to have Richardson at the free throw line for the Kestrels. Can't convert. Walsh also going to the free throw line here. He can't get his free throw to fall either, but he's going to be giving out another one. So Walsh 0 for 2. Okay, so after all that, no points on the board for either side. Still a 24-point lead for the Kestrels. Goodza launches a 3 off a catch, knocks it down. So 2 threes in the second half for Goodza. Riders down 21, 8.5 left. They started this half down 18. Walsh just leaving Richards, Gentry wide open, it looked like. Miscommunication between him and Goodza. Wild trying to put the moves on right now. He gives Apuda a touch in the post. Apuda rips through, and a block foul is called on Elliot Dodds. Just want to give a shout out to my guy Claudian in the comment section right now. Former player for the Riders. Definitely enjoyed spending time with him while he was on the team, and we hope he is doing absolutely great things out there in Germany now. And we're going to have a brief break. Coach Maynard with the timeout, and Riders down 24, 88-64. We'll be back shortly. So we're going to have Greg Wild at the free throw line now. Knocks down a free throw. Not sure why the Riders are being awarded with an extra free throw, but I'm sure they will take it. Now down 23, 88-65. Chester Morrow, first shot attempt of the game. Can't get that one to go. Gentry comes off a screen, makes a nice move, gives it up. Pump fake, strong take right there. However, no continuation, as once again, not in the NBA. And Riders nearly caught sleeping right there, but Archer can't get that. Easy look to go. Wild now out on the break with it. His layup no good as well, and the Kestrels look like they're pushing for a second, but are going to slow it up. Gentry's pass is picked off. Headley checks back in for the Riders as well. Apuda driving to the right, turning around, finding Morrill. Extra pass to Headley, now in Wild's hands. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. One dribble pull-up, that one no good. Scores 65-88. And a blocking foul is called on Apuda. We're going to have 2 shots for the Kestrels. Before the free throws are up, we have Joe Bielek checking back in. He's replacing Kanu Goodza. Jackman can't get his first of 2 to go. Second one is good. Headley now coming off a screen set by Apuda. Turn around, look in the post, no good from Apuda. Dodds controlling the tempo for the Kestrels. Archer, beautiful turnaround and spin move. He has made some great post moves today. The tandem of him and Charles down low has been a little bit too much to handle for the Riders. Ndoku going to check in, giving Apuda a break. Archer's first free throw, good. Second free throw, no good, and Aerosol grabs the board for the Kestrels. The Kestrels have been taking advantage of their size matchups all game. That one they couldn't get to fall, but for the majority of this one, they have been punishing the Riders down low. 90 points already with 6 minutes left in the fourth. Wild now drives right, steps back. Too much commotion going on in the paint. Kestrels forced to turn over and are going the other way. Beautiful double crossover from Gentry, but can't get the layup to go. Riders now pushing fast as they should. Ndoku with the touch in the post. Step back, jumper, no good. Both teams one foul away from being in the bonus. Archer's jumper, no good. Wild gets the board. Nice box out right there from Chester Morrill. Headley gets downhill like he likes to do. A lot of contact, but no foul called. Three-pointer is up for Jackman, and that is good. Traveling violation called on Greg Wild, and he takes his seat. Kind of good to giving him a break. Truly impressive performance here for the Kestrels, and I'm sure their fans this year are used to them playing this well. Just a well-rounded basketball team. They can shoot, they can feed the ball down low, they communicate well defensively, they could run, and they could play slow. You see them running right now. Gentry, step back three. Surprised he missed that one. He's been great so far today. Headley tries to give a look inside to Ndoku. And now the Kestrels in the bonus for the rest of the way in this one. either a technical and unsportsmanlike given out. And that free throw's not going to count as Gentry stepped over the line when shooting that free throw. I'm sure he'll stand and watch this one. Yep. He did exactly that, and great performance from Cole Gentry here today, checking out for what is most likely the last time. He's replaced by Chris Scarlett. Just under 4 minutes remaining. 94-67. Both teams probably just want to get to the finish line smoothly. Ball nearly tipped in by accident, but Riders grab the board and are going the other way. Goodza drives to the lane. Chester Morrill, outside shot. Three-pointer, good. Had a hand in his face there, but still gets it to go. Good-looking shot from him. A response three-pointer is launched. That's Chris Scarlett. He's hit a couple today. His team loves it when he puts in the hoop. Chester Morrill launches another one. That one doesn't fall. The ball poked out, but a foul is called on Morrill. Richardson going to check back in for the Kestrels. He's going to give Jackman his final break of the day. Another strong performance from him. Truly not a bad game from anybody here today on the Kestrels. It is my first time watching them play in person. I'm definitely impressed and a fan. Coming into this game averaging 95 a game. We knew they were very capable of putting points on the board, but they also went through a lot of stretches where they were able to string together stop after stop, and that's what ultimately did it today. Just too many runs, and the Riders were not able to answer. We saw a run right before halftime, and then we saw a run coming out in the second half. Now with just 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in this one. Kestrels moving the ball around a little bit. Can't get that jumper to go. Headley now pushing strong the other way. Kicks it out. Goodza for three. No good. Aerosol walks it up the floor. Richardson with a pump fake. Couple dribbles. Tough jumper. Can't get it to go. Dodds. Can't get his putback to go either. We have a foul called before the shot. Little confusion there. Ref accidentally called a foul on Elliot Dodds, but turns out it was on Kanu Goodza. First to two for Dodds is good. Second one good as well. So we now have a score of 100-70. Bielik lets a three fly. That one's strong. Headley grabs the board. Now trying to make a move in the post. And a travel called. Goodza with the steal. Gets a defender off of him and lays it in. So with just a minute and a half remaining, we just want to say another thank you to everybody that tuned in today. Once again, whether it's for the Kestrels, the Riders, or you're just a fan of the NBL or basketball in general, we hope you enjoyed today's action. Just a recap of the game. Close one after the first. And then for the remainder of the 3 quarters, it was all Kestrels. And that's how it's going to finish today, with the Kestrels having a commanding 30-point lead. Once again, just too many runs. 5-0 runs, 10-0 runs. Just solid the entire way through. Let's see how many points they end up with today as Aerosol launches a 3. Just a little strong morale with the rebound. Less than 40 seconds remaining. Last couple possessions of the day coming up. Morrill pump fakes a 3, drives. A technical foul called on the Kestrels coach. A lot of technicals and unsportsmanlikes given out today. You don't like to see it. You know, we like clean basketball here, but sometimes it's just how the game goes, and that's what today was. Not just one side unhappy with the officials today. Saw disappointment from both ways. Puda hands it off to Goodza. Takes a couple dribbles and puts up a step back 3. No good. Headley grabs the board. He's trapped in the corner and turns it over. So Kestrels dribbling out the final 12 seconds of the clock. So the final score here today will be 102-73. Kestrels with a 29-point victory. Thank you for everybody.